Alright everyone, it's time for an expertly explosive run of Future Cop LAPD with runner Finalflame.
I don't know about expertly, but this will very much be an explosive run, I can guarantee that. Hi everyone, you might remember me from playing a really bad game earlier. It was called Sonic Jam. We're playing something much better. We are going to play a game I only recently picked up called Future Cop LAPD. It's a game for the PlayStation released in, according to the overlay, 1998. I'm going to assume that's accurate. That sounds good. I'm not one that really does 3D games, but fortunately this one's been pretty good for me to do. We'll go over that more as we go during the run. So we are doing Crime War single player. I was watching the demo screens earlier and looking at the 2-player, how the screen looks. I don't know how anyone can play on that. We're going to do easy skill, because I'd like to survive. We're going to get started with our first zone. Let's go ahead and do this in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, so where to start? You're going to see I have 2 different vehicles I have control of. The one, I'm just going to call a robot. I don't know what it's called. And we have this, the hover car. You're going to see me use both during the run. Mostly the hover car. Just because the movement is faster and better. You are going to see my movement is not that great. I am not great at playing 3D games, but fortunately it doesn't need to be amazing for this game. You're also going to see this is a very glitched run, and we just did our first glitch right there, and you are going to see that one throughout the run. Another one right here. An up warp. Basically, against specific walls, I'm able to drift into it and hold, depending on the wall, either forwards or backwards, and clip up. And that allows us to very much break this game. Just like that, we're at the boss of the first stage. So I'm going to hit these side cannons. I have 3 different weapons. You can see my ammunition at the bottom left of the screen. That should never become an issue. We do get new weapons after each stage, or after some stages. So you'll see between stages, I will be changing weapons on occasion. That is because there are some that are just better for specific stages. So this boss now has a shield up. I'm going to try and break through it. I tried to get more hits in before the shield went up. Didn't go as well as expected. I'm also moving back and forth just to try to A, dodge these projectiles, and B, make sure my weapons dodge those projectiles. And that stage is over. Because if the projectiles do hit my weapons, then they get destroyed. They don't hit the boss. That was the first stage, and you will see these stages do go that quick. I need to not save the game. I want to move up. Skip that. And here I am actually going to change 2 weapons right away. I'll change another one after this stage, and then I'll be left alone for quite a while. So, pretty much, as mentioned, those up warps, we're going to be using those heavily through this run. I don't know what this game's supposed to look like casually. I just know the glitch version. These glitches, fortunately, are pretty simple to do. They're not free by any means, but I'd say they're relatively easy to learn. I started learning this game a couple months ago. Going to get a weapon upgrade there that'll be useful on the boss. And fortunately, because of a video guide that is posted, it was pretty quick to learn, pretty simple. I definitely highly recommend it. We are going to change this because the hover car is not good for getting up slopes like this. And I need to get up here to reach the upper part of this boss as soon as that one's destroyed. And now we just killed the upper part, and we're already done the second stage. They really are going to go quick. We got the Brea Tar Pits coming up. As mentioned, I do need to change my weapon again. First, I go to select zone. I skip that video. Do not forget the bounce mines. I have done that, and you're going to be at the boss for a while. So we're going to start this in our little robot costume. X1 Alpha. Yeah, I'm like, what's the name of this? I can't remember. So I'm going to do another clip here into the wall to do a warp, and then I need to be careful because, knock on wood, it has never happened to me. But it looks like this is all open. It is not. There are invisible walls. It is actually possible if you land on the wrong spot to soft lock your game. Knock on wood, again, I have not done it yet. I'm now going to give this boss a nice little hug so my bounce mines go off immediately. I am not hugging anywhere well enough. There we go. That should be good. That's not. Okay, I need to be careful because I might die here. So we're just going to chill for a bit. This boss, in theory, should die within a couple hits. Didn't happen this time. That's okay. There we go. I don't know what that boss is supposed to look like. Apparently, we never really activated it. I'll take it. And on to Venice Beach, the 4th stage out of 8. This is one of my worst stages, although I actually did my first ever marathon run of this a couple hours ago, where I learned there's a health backup in this stage. I really wish I had known about that a lot sooner, but now I know where it is in case I do need it. So we have another upwarp coming up, and then we're actually going to have the other main trick in this run. Good, made it across that gap. We are going to climb up this wall. You're not meant to do that. That is actually a glitch, and I can just now swim straight to the boss. Recurring theme. The last 2 stages do have a lot more to them. I'm going to get close enough to these upgrades just to activate them for the boss. They're very useful. I don't have to take that guy out, but it makes it a little easier for me. I'm taking less damage. My health is not, it should be good enough, so I'm going to skip the health upgrade. I am a little deeper in than I'd like. So fortunately, one thing I learned recently, this hover car drifts a lot, but I can hit the jump button. You can't actually jump as the hover car, and it will make me pretty much stop my momentum, which makes it a lot easier to control it, especially in areas like up there. Perfect, we didn't die. I have gotten a lot better at this stage lately. I'm really happy about that. Hell's Gate Prison, we are going to do those wall climbs once more to go straight from pretty much, that's the save button that I didn't want to hit, pretty much from the start of the stage all the way up to the boss area in 15 seconds, ideally. I'm sure it'll take me longer, but you can get up there very, very quickly.
This is trouble.
So I'm going to take this thing out. It's possible to do it without taking that cannon out, but again, just for safety, it's easier to do. So I'm going to jump up here, climbed up the wall, almost made it to the second part by accident, which is where I want to go anyway. That was nice, very quick. I'm going to change this hover car because it's just easier for me to control up here. And we are now fighting the boss. If I do this correctly, it shouldn't take long. I'm just going to use my bounce mines here. That's really good. I have one more ship coming at me from over here. As long as I don't die, we already defeated the boss. Perfect. That might be a gold split for me because I never get that first try unless I'm doing ILs. That's great. And if you think these stages have gone fast, you haven't seen Studio City, which is our next one. Stage 6 out of 8. We're pretty much doing one of those wall climbs, and then we're at the boss once again. This game does go quickly. I'd say it's pretty beginner-friendly to learn. As you can see, it's going pretty well for me. I'm happy with how this is going. Right there, and then I could just jump up here, transform, run to the end. The boss can be tricky if I'm not careful. If I run into it too much, I will take heavy damage, so I need to be careful. That being said, I do need to get close for these mines. I'm going to back up now, actually. Oh, okay. It's dead. I wasn't expecting to kill it that quick. Not gonna lie. We have already just 2 more stages, but this is where it gets a little more tricky, a little more difficult. This stage, besides, death potential, does have soft lock potential. If I take it easy, I should be okay. It's going to start off by triggering a couple of these systems to remove these electric walls, and then we're going to do another upward. And then we're going to go out of bounds, and it's pretty tricky to do here. I do have to do some strange things. I also need to make it across that gap. Perfect. Take a moment, line it up. I am currently trying to stay straight. Okay, this is out of bounds. There was an invisible wall there, which is why the movement looked a little weird. So I had to drift around it. And now here is the soft lock potential when I go back inbounds here, which is why I'm lining myself up. Made it good. You can fall into a gap there, and you will be stuck there. Unfortunately, we have another clip I have to do coming up to get another upwarp, and this is one of the trickier ones to do because the small area, as well as the roof here, is sloped. I couldn't quite make it. There's two ways you could do this. You could do this moving forwards or backwards. I've had a lot better luck moving backwards, but that means I also need to be quick to switch back to pushing forwards, and do not go off that ledge. This is going really well. That scares me. So this stage is actually split into two zones. This is the one that will contain the boss, as well as another trick that, fortunately, if I miss, it's not the end of the world, but I will be in a little bit of pain. So we're going to just grab this upgrade because it's right here, and I want to be careful. I'm going to be drifting here, and I need to not drift too far, or else I will fall into where the boss spawns in. And while it's not the end of the world, it's just to my left there. It does waste a lot of time. You will lose a lot of health. That is fine. Okay, I just need to get on this conveyor. I said I need to get on this conveyor. All right, and now we just need to kill this boss. I'm going to get a few hits in while the boss is starting, or try and get a few hits in. Fortunately, this boss arena does have some health, so I will be utilizing that because I am taking some damage from these mines. I'm just going to grab that now. It's a little early, but I'd rather do it for safety and not die. There it is. There's another one in here if I needed it, but I shouldn't need it. Every time I do that, that boss is one hit away. I need to just stop doing that. Just go all in. And yeah, so this run is quick. We're on the last stage already. I do need to remember to change a couple of weapons. I want my mortar launcher and the electric gun both for the final boss. Bounce mines do more damage, but it just doesn't work well for this boss fight. This stage is tricky. It's a little on the longer side. It has a very real death potential coming up here, where I'm essentially just going to get annihilated right away. So I'm going to line this up. Just a little off. I don't like that. That's as good as I'm getting. That's not going to work. Yep, saw that coming. As soon as I realized I was going a little bit to the right. So you're not meant to cross the road while it's electrified. As you can see, you take massive damage. That's unfortunate. But if you time it, or if you do it in the right spot, you can do it either without getting hit or taking very little damage. And it's still a lot faster than doing the stage casually. So I've been told. I had it and then got knocked. I've never actually played this game casually. Yeah, you can see I barely took a hit there. So okay. Got another up warp here. A little bit more of the stage to go through before you reach the boss. Not much going on, so sure, you can take it over for a little bit. I've been talking enough.
I just want to say, I have knocked on every piece of wood I can possibly reach from where I'm at for all this.
I appreciate it.
It's really exciting. I want to let everyone know that we are only $5 away from a round, nice, even $7,400. So if anyone would like to be an agent of good and donate exactly $5, that'd be awesome. If anyone is more chaos and wants to donate either $5.01 or $4.99, here's your chance to mess with that number as a total. So please feel free to get those donations in.
Alright, so I grabbed health there. I probably didn't need it. I just always grab it out of habit and figured better safe than sorry because we are at the final boss here. Which is pretty much me spamming weapons, dodging stuff, killing everything on screen. There are 3 of these I need to kill. They were tracked in and out. When they were tracked in, I don't believe I can actually damage them. So you're going to see me moving around. That is both to dodge these projectiles as well as dodge pretty much anything. That, and it was in the tutorial video, so I kind of mimic it, to be honest. So there are times I genuinely don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing, but if it's in the video, I'm going to do it. Getting to that topic, there is a tutorial video for this game. If anyone's looking for a short, fun game to play, I do recommend this. I do recommend the tutorial. Combined, I believe it's 2 videos. I want to say it's under 2 hours combined. I know that. I used way too many of my mortars on this. That's unfortunate. Because I wasted some of them. But I do recommend it. It's been fun to do. People have helped me out in the Discord and the community. I greatly appreciate it. This one's the worst because it keeps retracting in and out. So you can't really damage it as much or as easily. So I really should have timed those mortars I was throwing. I was not paying enough attention. That's on me. And I believe that's it. Okay, one more boss. Time will be when this boss is destroyed and exploding. Fortunately, this one should go quicker than the last one. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this run. I hope y'all have enjoyed the marathon thus far. It's been a lot of fun for me, both running as well as behind the scenes. That's time. That's also a PB. That's a sub 14. I'll take it.
GG! Woo!
Yeah, my second run of this today. And the first one did not PB, but it did not soft lock. It did not have a death. This one, oh man, I did have a death in this one, didn't I? But you know what? I'm still happy. I have not played this game that much, and to be able to have a run like that, I'm thrilled. Yeah, so
That was fantastic.
thank you. I've really had a lot of fun. I'm glad that I got to play this in the marathon. Yeah, I like this game. I want to keep going with this and see, how good I can get with my horrible 3D movement. I am not good at it, but it's in this game. You don't need to be excellent, as I think I've shown you all. So,
I don't think so, but it's still really fun to watch. Any final shout outs before you head out?
I keep saying this, but shout outs to everyone involved in this event. It's been amazing to see how this has gone from, 3.5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, getting the news to announcing everything just over 3 weeks ago and getting it to this point. It's been great. Thank you very much. I could probably say some words, but it's been hard to put a lot in the words for this. I'm sure a lot of you have dealt with the same thing. Just thank you. Keep watching. Keep hanging around. Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Thank you for that. I know this event means so much to so many of us here, and thank you to everyone who is watching and supporting and helping us along the way. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.